Philippines, an archipelago of 7,100 islands, blessed with nature's bounty and a rich diverse culture. Its total land area of 300,000 square kilometers is home to about 90 million people with a high population growth rate of 2.35%. Through decades, economic mismanagement and political volatility has led the country to suffer slow economic growth and waves of recession. To date, some 185,000 top 1% families earn the equivalent of what 5.5 million bottom 30% of the population collectively earns. Health, food security, and nutrition concerns remain critical in the Philippines. Children who suffer from undernutrition will have poor growth rate than children of the same age who have sufficient food. Moreover, at the bottom of the poverty pile lies Mindanao. Marginalized Mindanaoans include the indigenous peoples or IPs, whose very limited access to information and basic social services make them most vulnerable to health-related issues and socio-economic exploitation. According to NCIP, the majority or 61% of IPs reside in Mindanao, who usually thrive in upland areas and boundary barangays, inaccessible to decent transportation due to its distance, terrain, and poor or even undeveloped roads. Likewise, boundary barangays pose uncertain geographic coverage, resulting to economic and political powerlessness and low participation of the upland IP dwellers in the local development process. An answer to the needs of the IP communities and to strengthen their involvement in the local development initiatives, the Southeastern Philippines Health and Economic Alternatives or HEAL project was developed. It is a 3-year program which started from February 2009 until January 2012, funded by the European Union and implemented by the Mahintana Foundation Incorporated, in partnership with Ala Valley Development Foundation Incorporated, Maguindanaoan Development Foundation Incorporated, OND Hesed Foundation Incorporated, Santa Cruz Mission School Incorporated, and Tribal Leaders Development Foundation Incorporated. The project aims to empower the IPs, children, women, and local authorities in IP communities, as well as upland farmers and LGUs in southeastern Philippines, covering the municipalities of Tiboli, Norala, Lake Cebu, Polomolok, and Tupi in South Cotabato, Maasim in Sarangani Province, and Bagumbayan and Takurong in Sultan Kudarat. HEAL project envisions to alleviate poverty in the marginalized communities in 15 upland and boundary barangays in 3 provinces of southeastern Philippines through ensuring that at least 1,200 households in 12 barangays have access to quality social services, a steady source of nutritional food requirements, and a relatively higher development priority by the LGU.
So in particular, diri sa programa naton sa HEAL, kung sa una, wala naka-appreciate kung ano gid bala ang tinuod nga primary health care, ang paghatag sang livelihood para ma-augment ang nutrisyon sa mga bata. Nakita naton nga as the project went on, ang mga katawhan or ang mga beneficiaries or even atong mga hindi beneficiaries, manami na ang pag-appreciate sang aton mga programa sa health.
In a span of 3 years, HEAL project aims to cover 3 main components, namely health, food security, and livelihood to provide holistic improvement in the lives of IPs. Health is a human need that should be given primary importance. That is why the 3-year framework of HEAL project aims to improve the family health of the focused households and to provide local access to herbal or alternative mode of treatment and conventional medicines. Since the project's launch, it has so far reached 26,458 households in the 15 upland and boundary barangays in South Cotabato, Sarangani, and Sultan Kudarat, consistently providing access to LGU's health services and to generic and affordable medicines from Butika ng Barangays or BNB. Through these efforts, common diseases were treated locally by way of utilizing herbal medicines and generic medicines from BNBs. These have made the rural health units, or RHUs, a lot more active in health-related activities.
It has really added to our load of work in the office, but despite of that, we are greatly thankful for the project because it has really contributed to our target and accomplishment in terms of our maternal and child health program.
Indeed, the project complements the RHU's health activities through the establishment of 18 community health centers, provision of basic medical equipment and supplies, and capacitating community health volunteers.
LGU NGO Health Coordination Network para nga ang kulang nga pundo sang munisipyo sa paghatag sang serbisyo ari punan sang aton nga mga NGO. So sa tanan-tanan nga ini, I would like to express my sincere thanks to Mahintana Foundation, Hesed Foundation, and the European Union for giving us bisan magamay lang, no? But we start from small.
Secondly, HEAL Project seeks to provide better food security through the establishment of backyard garden in each of the participating households and encourage the consumption of their respective gardens produce. Likewise, wider community participation built on food always in the home or faith approach is being done. In terms of this, HEAL Project has successfully put up 1,418 faith backyard gardens and 17 demo farms, which provided a steady source of vegetable to meet the family and the community's food and nutritional requirement, reduced undernutrition rate of children under 5 years old, and granted families with additional income from the sales of their excess produce. Furthermore, Santa Cruz Mission School Incorporated has replicated the life-changing experience of Tiboli farmers and integrated the faith approach in the school curriculum.
Yung HEAL Project, both na witma ba yung school curriculum, malan yung mga managi, hanagi laba cool subjects, ba agriculture, health, biology, values formation. Ganun mondo, nim ka nga managi, butolok laba ma lam na ba la. Gomong yung cool dumo kasabong butongondo yung HEAL Project.
Indeed, the outstanding support of HEAL Project has dramatically improved the living conditions of IP in rural areas. Providing livelihood is also key to the sustainability of community initiatives of HEAL Project. To date, the project has provided 1,417 households with farm livelihood support. It has also assisted 3 community-based enterprises in barangays Maligo, Landan, and Quinilis in Polovolok, South Cotabato. In the learning sites, 32,278 seedlings of native guava and 17,140 seedlings of calamansi were planted within the Mount Matutum Protected Landscape or MMPL areas, serving as future raw materials for the food processing and environmental protection of the MMPL. Moreover, the civet coffee production in the communities in Mount Matutum has contributed 1,095,560 pesos to the community's income in year 2, thereby empowering the IP's involvement in commercial activities and environment protection.
Amda te balos ayesin na blawon dinidi kami.
Doon tagumda mi gmaro iftoon dapat kari kayo nang ampal mo. Lukan yegam blege kafye lukumo di kayo bong blendi kafye di lawil ito.
Overall, the project interventions enable the target households to generate additional income and sustain the initiative by strengthening enterprise organizations and the empowerment of the community to engage in activities that encourage interaction with external stakeholders and uplift the IP's dignity and self-esteem.
Right now they are happy because they have more food, they have a higher education, they have been given the confidence as a tribe, Blaan tribe, and they are now slowly going into the mainstream of the society and take pride of them as a culture.
The HEAL project was also able to strengthen barangay LGUs and promoted for the drafting, review, and/or reformulation of barangay development plans or BDP. Similarly, 8 out of 12 barangays now allocate at least 10% of their budget on health.
Unang-una nag-allotment kami sang gamay nga budget, inugdugang namon amounting of 10,000. Naghatagid kami sang gamay nga incentive or honorarium namon sa mga BHW kag CHBs namon diri sa barangay.
HEAL project is also instrumental to the construction of the farm-to-market road from Barangay Laconon to Sitio de Mamis.
We were able also to encourage the local government unit of Tibuli to have a road opening from Barangay Laconon to Sitio de Mamis.
Other accomplishments include the birth registration of 383 unregistered IP children.
Dahil sa implementation ng HEAL, na-facilitate ng HEAL project yung registration ng mga newly born na mga bata.
Initial barangay resolutions for faith garden establishment in the household and integration of civic health volunteers in the barangay structure.
Ang barangay kapitan, kay wala man sila kwarta, pero they will still utilize ang community health volunteers to build their link to the barangay, to the far-flung areas or sitios, to relay the information of the basic services of the rural health unit.
All these and more are testament to the strong resource mobilization strategies of HEAL project. Likewise, its robust public-private partnerships have been made the program's spiraling success possible.
The experience proved to us that our concept of assisting the communities in the upland boundary barangays are very effective, closely coordinating with the local government units. At the same time, we have increased the services of the government to these communities in providing not only health, productivity improvement, but also in terms of providing opportunities for the livelihood of the community. This is a very concrete example of a public-private partnership in developing the socioeconomic conditions of the communities in the upland boundary barangays.
The solid support system, backed by strengthened synergy between HEAL project and Formula 1 and the continued coordination with respective LGUs and resource organizations in the project implementation, ensured the countless accomplishments of HEAL project.
Mahintana Foundation Incorporated is one of the partners of the provincial government in its various projects. And talking of health, education, and environment, the partnership is there. And we support the projects of Mahintana, especially the HEAL project, which will go down to the level of the different communities affected by this program.
Throughout the 3 years of HEAL project, it has reached into the hearts of its target beneficiaries and their communities and brought life-changing experiences to IP communities in the upland and boundary barangays.
Dako ang natabang sa muang pagpuyo kay daghan sila gipangandak tungod atong family visioning. Narito ang pag-budget sa kwarta, pag savings o pagpanglimpyo sa palibot.
ONDHESED has a community nurse, and the community nurse was trained by the Integrated Provincial Health Office for the maternal and child health operation, assist or complements the personnel of the Municipal Health Office in assisting providing maternal child care to the communities.
The project has likewise conveyed valuable learnings for the project management and beneficiaries, and has strengthened the group as they battle challenges along the way.
First, the conflict between the MILF and the government during the second quarter of year 1, 2009, in Barangay Kigan, South OP, Maguindanao, compromised the security of our project staff and the beneficiaries. With the crossfires, the target households were more concerned of their security rather than implementing the project. With this, we requested the European Union for the transfer of project site, which on the third quarter of 2009, they approved the request. Second, we experienced drought for about 6 months, half of months in the year 1 and in year 2. So we introduced open pollinated varieties and drought resistant vegetable to cope or combat with the disaster risk.
Without a doubt, HEAL project has literally climbed mountains to bring development to our underprivileged IP brothers and sisters. HEAL project has responded to areas where the need is greater and has successfully spurred progress to the IP communities in upland and boundary barangays. More importantly, it has facilitated for the involvement of IPs in local development processes and improvement of the LGU's delivery of basic social services to the most vulnerable sector in southeastern Philippines. HEAL project has provided healing to the IP's fundamental needs, boosted their self-worth, and strengthened their communities for a better life.